Good day, students. So in the last class you are remembering which lesson I have taught you. It is from a supplementary reader. It so happened. So what is the name of the lesson? How the camel got his hump. I think you are remembering what happened in the first part. So that was the time when the people started taking work from the animal. In short, we will discuss about what happened in the lesson. So people started taking the help from the animals. All the animals were working except one animal, that is the camel. And whenever said anything to him, what he used to say? Hump. And all the animals were working. You know what? Who were the animals there? Dog, ox, and horse, and camel. Camel was not working. Dog, ox, and horse were working. And at the end of the day, after their work, what did the man say to his three animals there? Dog, ox, and horse. What did the man say? That since camel is doing no work, you people have to do the work of the camel. Now these three animals became very angry. And what the camel, whenever told anything, what is to say? Only hump. These three animals got very angry, and they held a panchayat at the edge of the forest. Even the jinn also came there. The camel also came there. And the camel said hump and went away. And jinn, being the in charge of the desert, the horse complained that there is an animal in the middle of the desert who is having long legs and long neck. He does not do any work. And easily the jinn understood who is that animal. Which is that animal? There is camel. And the jinn asked, so when you asked the camel to do the work, what did he say? So what the ox replied here, that he is to say hump. So what did the jinn say? Okay, I will look to his hump. Means I will look into the matter and make him to do the work. That happened in the first part. Now in the second part we have to see if the jinn is able to make the horse work or not. The jinn also is very intelligent, and even here the camel also is very intelligent. Now we have to see whether the camel is going to work or not, or he is making any plan there. So we are coming to the second part of the lesson here. You can take page number 4. The jinn remonstrated with the camel, who said hump. Now the jinn remonstrated. Remonstrated here means he argued. He was in a very angry mood and he argued with the camel that why you don't work. Again the camel said nothing, but what he said? Hump. The camel's beautiful back suddenly grew a lump, which was camel's hump. When the argument was going on, the jinn became very angry, and what happened to the camel? All of a sudden a lump came there. Lump means a huge back at the something forming in the shape of some this shape, getting a huge heap or something there. And when the camel also this was formed, that was the lump, which was called as hump. The jinn assured the camel his hump would always be a help, not a hindrance. Now the camel was surprised what happened at the back of me, on the top of him. And what did the jinn assure him? It is not a hindrance, means this hump which is formed on your body, it is not going to trouble you, or it is not hindrance here means disturb you or anything, but this lump is going to be a help for you. So how it is going to be a help, we will see. The jinn rolled himself up into his dust cloth and took a walk along the desert and found the camel looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. Now the jinn, you know how it comes, in a dust it comes, it goes also in a dust. Now here the author has used the word, the jinn rolled himself up in his dust cloak. Dust cloak here, C-L-O-A-K. Cloak here means you can see the kings, all they will be having a long piece of cloth at the back which will be coming, or the loose extra clothes which will be hanging at the back. That is called as a cloak. Now the jinn disappeared in his own clothing there. And he took a walk across the desert, and what did he see? the camel, what work he was doing? He was seeing his own reflection in the pool of water there. My friend, said the jinn, what's this I hear of your doing no work? Again the jinn asked, told the camel, my friend, what is this I hear always about you, that you do no work? The jinn sat down with his chin in his hand while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. Now the jinn sat down there and he put his hand under the chin and he looked at his own reflection. Who was looking at his own reflection? The camel was looking at his own reflection in the pool of water. And what did the jinn say? You have given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your idleness, said the jinn. Now the jinn, what he told to the camel? Because from Monday morning you are doing no work, you have given extra work to 3 of them. Now who are these 3 of them? That is the dog, ox and horse. You have given the work which you have not done to this poor 3 animals there. Means your burden of work is given to them. Now they have to work double. All on account of your idleness. Idleness means lazy, doing no work, said the jinn. And he went on thinking with his chin in his hand. Now the jinn was sitting and thinking, now what should be done? Now the camel is doing no work. What should be done now? Something should be done that he should start doing the work. Hump, said the camel. So the camel, when he told, what does he always say? He says, hump. I should not say that again if I were you, said the jinn. You might say it once too often. I want you to work. So the jinn, what he told to the camel? If I were you means if jinn was camel, he would not have told hump again. But what the jinn is to do is to start doing the work. And what he told the camel? Now I want you also to work. And the camel said hump again. So again what the camel told? Again he said hump. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back, that he was so proud of puffing up into a great big hump. So already the jinn warned camel that if I were you, I will not say hump again. Means what does it mean? That the camel should not say hump again but start doing the work. But here what the camel did? He said hump. As soon as the camel said hump, there was a puffing at his back. And when he saw at his back, he was feeling proud of that puffing also. He went on how happy he became. The puff also became so much on his back. That became a great hump. Do you see that? Said the jinn. That's your very own hump that you have brought upon your very own self by not working. Now the jinn said to the camel that now this is your own hump. This hump is not given by God to you, but you have made this hump on your own by not working. If you are worked, you would not have a hump on your back. Today is Thursday. So today is Thursday, from when the animals started working, that is from Monday, and that day was Thursday, and you have done no work since Monday. So he told, today is Thursday and from Monday you have done no work, that is means 3 days you was idle. Idle means lazy, doing no work. When the work began, now you are going to work. So since Monday you did no work, but from today you are going to work. How can I? Said the camel, with this hump on my back. Now the camel told, now how can I work? There is a hump on my back. That has a purpose, said the jinn. All because you missed those 3 days. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating. Because you can live on your hump, and don't you ever say, I never did anything for you. So what did the jinn say? What did the camel say first? The camel said, how can I work having a hump on my back? So what did the jinn say? That is having a purpose. I have given this hump to you so that you will be able to work continuously for the 3 days which you did not work, that is Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and this hump will be serving with food and water for you. You can store 3 days food and water in the hump, and 3 days non-stop you can keep on working there, and because you can live on your hump. And even the jinn also told, now never complain that I have done nothing for you. I have done everything with a purpose. Now you might be thinking what I should do with hump. That hump also is going to serve you with food and water. You will not feel hungry and you will not feel thirsty. And you can work for 3 days. Come out of the desert and go to the tree and behave. So what did the jinn say to the camel? Now you come out of that desert. What was the desert's name? Howling Desert. So he told, you come out of the desert, go to the tree. Who are the three? That are the 3 animals there. That is dog, ox and horse. You go to the 3 animals and behave yourself. Behave yourself means in what sense? You also start working with them. And the camel went away to join the 3. So the camel, now he went with his hump on his back to the 3 animals there. And from that day to this, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feelings. But he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world, and he has never yet learned how to behave. So here what happened? The camel went to the 3. Who are the 3? Dog, ox and horse. To these 3 animals the camel went there, and he was having a hump on his back. So what is the author saying here? He is saying we don't call the camel is having a hump to hurt his feelings. The camel started working, but still that 3 days are remaining. Which 3 days? Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, which he did not work when the man started taking work from the animals. To this day also that 3 days are missing from his world. And he has not yet learned how to overcome that 3 days, how he can bring the 3 days work daily 2 hours or 3 hours more, and he can bring that 3 days or complete that 3 days there. Until now also he did not learn how to behave. So this is about the second part of the lesson. Yes, so what was the punishment given by the jinn? We cannot say it as a punishment also, but he told, if you are going to say hump again, he warned. But what did the camel say? Again it said hump, and it was having a hump on its back. And the jinn told, you go and work. So what he replied, how can I work having a hump on my back? So the jinn replied that this hump also is having a purpose. It will be storing your 3 days food and water, so that you can go and work. Now the camel went to the 3 animals, that is dog, ox and horse, to work, but it was not able to compensate that 3 days from which he has missed in the beginning of the world. So he is having a hump. It's just a story that really the camel did not get hump like this, but it's just a story which is written by Rudyard Kipling. I think we got the complete summary of the lesson there. Now we will come to the questions there. The camel was looking at his own reflection in the pool. What does it suggest to you about the camel? You have seen in the beginning of the second part, the camel was looking in the pool when jinn was talking to him. What do you think? Why was the camel looking into the pool of water? Now imagine you are looking yourself into a pool of water. What for you look? You will be looking yourself in the pool of water, and you will be seeing your beauty in water and admiring your beauty. Or why do you see a mirror and you stand just like that and see the mirror? You will be looking to how you look. You want to look your reflection, or you want to, some of them stand before the mirror and see. So here also the camel, what for he was standing in front of the pool of water? He was admiring, praising his own beauty, seeing his reflection in the pool of water. Now second question, The camel said hump repeatedly. How did it affect him? Now you know camel, whenever anyone said anything, what it is to say? Hump. Now how did this affect him? It affected that he was having a very big lump on his back, and this started puffing and puffing, and it became a very big hump there, and it was having a very good purpose. It can store food and water. You know the camel stores water. Even they say that even for 15 to 20 days also without water the camel can go on in the desert. So it is also called as the ship of the desert. What according to the jinn was the use of the hump? So the jinn, what he told, how can the hump be used? It can be used for storing food and water for 3 days, and he can go without food and water for 3 days and work. He has never yet learned to behave. In the light of this, what is the writer's opinion about the camel? So what is in the last sentence is saying still he did not learn how to behave. Means still now also the character which is having that stubbornness about not to work, still it is existing in his body, because he was not able to compensate the first 3 days. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday he did not work. He was not able to overcome that 3 days, or he was not able to compensate that 3 days of work. So still the writer here, what he says, he did not learn how to behave. So with this we come to the second part of the lesson also. The lesson is completed. I hope you understood. Thank you, students.